Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here. We're in Alliance War week number 3, and this is war number 8, the second war of the week. We've got Unstoppable Armor in play, and we've got an interesting war video, and I got some boss action. But as you can see from that little graphic that I threw on there, we got Black Panther saying, hey, don't delete that footage. Well, I didn't realize that my phone was running out of space, and so we have some video issues with this one. So, but we're gonna share what we had. So first up, we're up against F and G, Furious Gods. I believe we actually faced these guys in last season or the season before, maybe, or maybe it was just in the off season that we faced them recently. But this is the defense that we're coming up against. And yeah, so from my section 1, we had some issues, and I never realized that when I was recording. These are the bands. We have Tigra, Quake, and Hercules. And yeah, delete the footage. So these were the first 2 fights that I took: Green Goblin and Longshot. Green Goblin on Power Struggle, Strike Counter Fury. I used Thing. I had Suicides on, and I used a regen boost, and I had a green science boost on just in case. It was mainly for the ManThing fight, but if I threw a special 3, it would do more damage to like finish them off. And then I had Longshot. I had to end up using a health potion to heal up, because I did have this Liquid Courage and Double Edge on, and this is where the recording started, or at least this is where it captured the footage. So I do have the full ManThing fight. We do have White Magneto guidance on this. This is like the 4th or 5th time I've taken this fight this season, and you know, the free mastery week is still going on. So it was free to swap on and put on Liquid Courage Double Edge, which is really nice, and that really makes a huge difference in this fight. Normally I wouldn't do that, but just because of like Mystic Dispersion and this fight being quite the little bugger it is. So like you can see right now, that blue fist charge, once I get to 10, yeah, he can go immediately get a armor up, and that armor up can trigger the unstoppable armor. So here we're getting kind of backed up in the corner. We need this guy to throw a special, doing a little shimmy dance. Finally he does throw it. Yeah, all we're doing is we're watching the 10-second unstoppable armor timer, and then when that triggers the armor up, we're making sure that he doesn't get the unstoppable. If he does, back off. If he doesn't, we can keep going to town. And then with the Hit Me I Dare You, I am basically getting him to 9 hits, and then I'm gonna do a parry in 1 hit and then try to back off. Hopefully he doesn't get the unstoppable, because even though you're stunning him, that passive unstoppable makes him stun immune, and yeah, he can basically immediately retaliate. And now this guy finally, we're just dancing in the corner. Gets a little sketchy at times when ManThing doesn't want to throw his special, but we were able to get that out. And the nice thing is you know, when we're ignoring the strike counter and we are getting protection triggered pretty much every time he touches me and it's not available, I get that willpower healing from the poison from the Liquid Courage. So pretty much end at full health. Took a couple hits, had an invulnerability boost on, just for safety in case Mystic Dispersion pushed him to special 3. But we get the solo. We don't have any other fights in section 1 or going out through these minis. And then this is where the next section started. So I do have green boost on and was able to get to the iHulk. We were able to bypass his immortality. The assassins basically kicked in. I've done that fight a number of times. I've seen iHulk been placed there numerous times. Not really problematic at all. But yeah, that was all the footage that was recorded there. And now we have Iron Man Infinity War on Buffet and Indomitable. We still have some of those green boosts still active. And we are going to go with Thing. Could have went in with Torch, but I knew I was going to take some chip damage, and I knew Thing, rank 4, plenty capable of doing this fight. And, you know, he is shock immune, so if you were to happen to fail the dex and get hit by the special 1, you wouldn't take all the shock damage. And Torch definitely would probably be faster. Excuse me, I got the yawns. But you would have to potentially deal with Buffet, block a lot, and I have a pretty important fight coming up with Torch, and I just wanted him to be full health. And yeah, Thing is plenty capable of doing this because he's immune to Buffet, so I don't have to worry about the healing. I just gotta take out this guy's health one time. Don't have to worry about any massive heals. And yeah, we got the green boost on, and that was a pretty decent special 3, 34k, and we're fully unstoppable, unblockable. And we're just gonna wait out some of those armor ups, hit them with some heavies. Probably could have just spammed a heavy there, but gonna be a little bit safe. Didn't want to get stand your ground. That would really stink. And we're almost there. Gotta watch out for the power gain here at the end. But I actually think the heavies that I hit him with, one more I think. Yeah, he did get one armor up. I was wondering if he wasn't gonna get any. Push him to special 2, dex that, and one more heavy is gonna do him under. So Thing takes down Iron Man Infinity War pretty easily. And the next up I had this Nimrod. I had to wait for energy, and this recording part also failed. I did solo that. I just had some normal green, yellow, red boosts on. You do have to be very careful with the armor ups. He gets one every 10 seconds from the global, and then he gets one every time he switches modes. And so long as he's got either one of those coming up, basically just kind of back off and make sure that the passive unstoppable doesn't get triggered, and just kind of smash away. And I took care of that fight. I've had that fight also a couple times this season, and it went just fine. And then last up, where I was doing both of these fights at the same time. This is when the recording started. The boost that I had on, I had a white Magneto guidance. I had flame on for my torch, so I can't do any buffs. And right there, I miss a parry. I get backhanded, and I'm like, okay. And here I'm trying to mix master with a just parry light, parry medium, and then I was planning on getting hit by the beam. I wasn't planning on him stealing some of that power on that first hit. I didn't want to trigger the dex and then get shocked and then have him heavy me, and I felt like it was just better to eat the special 1. Now, you might have some debate on that or whatever, but you know, in this case, it worked out. I was boosted enough, and the Nova Flames were just melting him. It worked out. So Definitely took more damage than I was anticipating, but we get the Doom down. It wasn't very clean, but we got the full attack bonus. Now here's the sad part. I have the boss with this Annihilus, and the recording on this failed. You can see right here, this is the first frame of the recording that recorded, and you can see it shows that I got the full attack bonus. 55 hits to take him down. I took 2 kind of towards the beginning when I was trying to get set up, but the fight went really smooth. You can see that I got the little message down there saying I defeated the boss. I ended up with full health. You can see my item uses. I just used 1 health potion, and that was on Thing after the Longshot fight in section 1. So it went really well, and I had practiced this fight significantly because I wasn't really sure how it was going to play out. I'm going to show you our BG3 takedown. So all 3 battle groups had an Annihilus. Ultimatheory in BG3, he took down Annihilus with his Sorcerer Supreme, and he does a really good job. He went through it. He went a very different strategy than what I did. You can see at the beginning, he's just gonna block, and he's gonna get backed up to the wall, and he's gaining power. He's triggering Mystic Dispersion with the Unstoppables, and he's just gonna get to 3 bars and wait for the Icon's Ingenuity to come up, throw a special 3. Now his specials have that slow lockdown. Every single special that he has, that he throws, will apply a slow, and that's going to let you bypass the unstoppable armors, and he's just going to go to town. So, you know, he's going to be throwing a few special ones, get the Nullify aura up. He's going to be blocking a lot of the specials, and he's just going to be lighting them up. He's got the Mystic Dispersion, power back boost, and I think it gets stacked up to like 6 armor breaks towards the end, and some of the damage that he's getting at the end of this fight is just absolutely nutty. Now, as far as how I did it, I applied the Icon's Ingenuity to start the fight, did a couple dash back 3-hit combos. You can drop back, intercept him, kind of like you can do with like Domino and Killmonger. So I got a few hits in, and then I threw off the special one with a little bit under 2 bars. Got the slow up, and then kind of just did a rotation all the way back up to special 3. By the time I had gotten to special 3, I was able to apply the slow, and then pretty much the same thing that you just saw there with the Ultimate's takedown. So we did win. You can see that we had 8 deaths total to their 15, and you can see it in the earlier recording. Our battle group had 5 deaths, not a good showing for us, and we had 2 defender kills. So definitely we didn't help ourselves with that much, but we did win. We got the much needed win. Solid job to F and G Furious Gods. But yeah, we got the win today. We really needed it. Wasn't the cleanest effort, but 8 kills overall is not, or 8 deaths is not bad. And as far as my stats on the war, I did have 8 fights, 8 kills, no deaths. 50 fights on the season so far, 50 kills, no deaths. Yeah. So I did get the boss solo. I'm kind of upset because I didn't realize none of my recordings were failing until I went and got that boss solo, and I went to go share it with the team, and there was like 20 seconds of recording at the very end of the victory screen. So it was kind of frustrating, but we are 3-5 now in the season. We move up 5 spots to number 5 in Platinum 1, and yeah, the season is not out for Masters. We just got to keep winning. We win, that takes care of things. And then you can see these are all the boosts that I use for this war. Quite a big chunk of boosts because I had to do a bunch of fights that weren't all consecutive. having to open up different things for other people, and that's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you can boost like once, other times you can boost, you know, 3-4 times. But yeah, and then last up here is my collage of all my takedown champs and who I've used. So I added a whole bunch. I added 1 fight to Torch, I added 1 fight to Sorcerer Supreme, and then 6 fights to Thing. So he's up to 21 fights. Definitely my most used champ. And you know, that's not normal by any means, but that's just how I roll. I like using Thing. Feel very, very safe. Very, you know, he covers a lot. He's the fastest champ to take down stuff? Absolutely not. But yeah, I love him. So we've taken out a bunch of APOCs and ManThings and Nimrods and the whole bit. iHulk, he keeps showing up on my pass. But yeah, so that's all we have for today. And I'm trying to get caught up before this Act 7.4 comes out. Hopefully I'll have the next war video up sometime in the morning on Wednesday, and I get some more boss action. So it was a fun war, and we'll see how that one turns out. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. And it'll be a full Alliance War video because I cleared up a bunch of my storage stuff, so I don't have to worry about that for a while, and hopefully I can keep on top of it so that I don't lose footage going forward. Thanks, and see you later. Peace.